All right, so it's a bank holiday again. But luckily for me, I still have a meeting about the. I can't even get my words out. It was a long weekend. It was a long weekend of just chocolate fudge cake and barbecues and a passing in the family. So I add all them three things together, and I'm a little bit tired. This morning we have a meeting for the website for Mandatory Electrolytes. Look at that. That's a little sneak peek for you boys and girls. So yeah, that's first on the agenda for today. Of course, a mandatory espresso as well. That is the first one of the day, and it's actually 11 a.m. Surprise. But yeah, I'm going to hop on here. I just basically need to make a few changes. Like, the website's pretty much done. It was the wording that I want to change. Some of, a couple of pictures, which we actually need to wait until we get the order in anyway. But yeah, let's see what this is doing. Okay, so the launch of Mandatory Electrolytes, I'm hoping, right now it is the 26th of May. So where I'm sat right now with everything that's happening, I'm hoping for it to be in the middle of June. That is the plan. But if there's any changes, you'll see throughout this video anyway. So by the end of the video, there should be an official launch date. Or even at the start of the video, my editor would have put it in if we have an official confirmed launch date. But right now, I'm aiming for the middle of June. Let's see how that pans out. I actually go away to Greece on holiday, which was booked ages ago. I go away at the end of June. So I want to get it out before I go away so I can start getting your orders out and we can get this thing rolling. Otherwise, you lot have got to wait till I come back, which is then middle of July. And then there's just more time. I've already made you wait pretty much 10 months. So yeah, just want to get it out now. Just want to get it out. Watermelon and lime, mango, boom. Yes, bro. How you doing? You right? Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
I can hear that. Yeah,
sweet. Yeah, I did make some notes on the website. I went through most of it. Here's another sneak peek for you all. Cheese. Look at that. I think natural ingredient sounds better.
Okay.
Yeah. Sure. So that was it for the banner. I just wanted to maybe tighten up the words. So say where it says natural ingredients, we'll keep that.
That's what the card would be for. It'd be like some sort of like information.
Yeah, true.
No one really is against paying a premium. It just needs to be justified.
It needs to be justified. You know, we're not trying to compete on price and lowering prices to...
Yeah, literally. I feel like your audience, they're trying to look after their bodies. They're not trying to... I think that's your brand.
Yeah. It's weird you say that because I get a lot of messages saying that they appreciate... I had one yesterday because I was with my family and I remember reading it. It's about how they appreciate that I show the more business side of what I'm doing outside of the ring and inside, like for boxing. All right, start off the day, successful meeting. I'm going to head to the gym now. I want to just smash out a big session. I was going to go and run outside, but the weather's turned a little bit gloomy. Again, outside of fight camp, outside of training for a fight, just business, that's my passion, but it's also, well, yeah, my passion is what I enjoy, and I want to show you guys all the process. So that meeting was just finalising the website. Pretty much that's done. Sorting all the packaging stuff, which isn't done, but just discussing it, sorting it, and then doing a bit of planning for social media content as well. Something that I was really overthinking, and then I just need to remind myself that actually I've been doing this for years. I know what I'm doing. Stop overthinking it and just let it flow. Pick up the camera and film. That's what I say for most people. So I just need to let it flow and let it happen. Anyway, I'm now going to go off to the gym. I've got a little bit of filming to do for a brand later. Quite a big brand. So I've got to do that. But my head's all over the place. As I said, this weekend wasn't great. We did have a passing in the family. So yeah, just want to get out, go to the gym and get straight back focused on just keeping healthy. I've let myself go, boys. Let myself go. I've been eating way too much cake and everything else. So see you at the gym. I always say don't go any further in your session because
being able to sort of more business stuff during session that really got hold to my mindset and focus on the session. But yeah, just a few minor things I had to change. Website, I thought it was done, but we had to change a few things, also sort of film things. So yeah, anyway, back to the session.
Bro, join me for a session. Come on, rep him. Good work. Come on. Good man. The masculine urge to just slam weights around and get massive. Okay, my training right now, I'm running 3 to 4 times a week. I'm actually really enjoying running again. So I'm looking to do kind of 10Ks. I do enjoy them, 10 to 12, maybe 15K runs. And then I'll throw in the odd short 5K run. 2 days ago, I went for a short 5K. I wanted to do it slow and just a steady plod, just to loosen my legs up. Ended up doing sub 20 minutes, which for me is always a good marker of how fit I am. If I can do a sub 20 minute 5K without really having to try, then I'm at a good fitness level. So I'm happy with that. And then I'm trying to lift probably about 3 times a week. I'm trying to maintain my current strength, which is at a good level, maintain my physique, and then shadow boxing almost every day. That's just like any boxer, professional, amateur will know that you shadow box around the house. So do a bit of that, and then I do actually have scheduled time where I go outside or I go to the gym, get the music on, get my timer on, 3 minutes, boom, do 10 rounds. And I try and do that at least 4 or 5 times a week, as well as just shadow box around the house. So yeah, that's my current training right now, in and around all the business stuff that I'm doing. Yeah, I like to just show you guys as well. So obviously we've got mandatory, we've got the social medias, we've got things like that. All right, so yeah, it's just a case at the moment, training, staying in good shape, staying mentally sharp, physically sharp, and enjoying life too. And by that I do mean training. I enjoy training. That's the fortunate thing about being a professional boxer, is I love my job, effectively. The bit I don't love is when you can't get fights and the politics behind it and the money side, things like that. However, life goes on. When something's not in my control, I've said this before, when it's not in my control, we can't dwell on it. You have to continue. So that's the point of these videos, showing you what I get up to outside of sort of fight camp and the pure professional boxing side. Because, you know, as I said, life goes on. Right now, I've got back from the gym. We've got 5 eggs remaining, so I might just rip the whole lot. Time is 3 PM. I actually haven't eaten anything today at all, other than 1 espresso, which was interesting because I did a TikTok live yesterday, and someone said, "What is my opinion on fasting? Do I still do it?" And actually, I don't a lot. Yeah, I haven't done like a prolonged fast in a while, and I still think it's good if you have like a health issue. It does help detox your body, get rid of the toxins. But doing it on a prolonged scale, especially when training, sort of, I'm talking 24 plus hours, 24, 48 hours, even 72 hours, you're inevitably going to have some sort of negative effects. And I was reading up more on the thyroid and your metabolism. You're kind of training your body to function without food. Then when you do eat, your metabolism is going to be lower, your thyroid doesn't work as it should. I found that I was getting quite cold a lot, cold hands, cold feet, and that's linked to your thyroid, so yeah. Anyway, a little bit of a tangent, we got the 5 eggs on, got a bit of sourdough at the ready. As always, you always eat some when you're cooking. Plans for today, I've actually got a load of filming to do. I say a load, I've got a video with quite a big brand that I've got to film. I've then just got a load of social media stuff I need to go through, get a few posts ready, admin stuff. Yeah, just like, I think I've mentioned it in videos before, bits where I want to show you, but it's hard to show you without the video being 3 hours long and just half of it being a montage of me on my phone and laptop. So yeah, without that, basically that is what I'm going to be doing. Sit here, eat this, fiddle on my phone for a little bit. Yeah, and then I think the missus come around, do a bit of dinner, Might go for a walk actually. Whilst it's still, I say still, we've still got 3 months of it, but whilst it's summer, the lighter evenings, I like to get some steps in. I don't know if you can see this, but why have we got an invasion of pigeons in the garden? How many can you count? Alright, so I've done a bit of filming. The missus is now here and she's trying to guess the laptop password so that she can shop.
I love name. Clothes shopping.
The money that we make from the electrons is not going to be spent on clothes. No, it's definitely not. Staying very much in the business. We're reinvesting.
It's going to be for our dog. Our future dog.
Can't get money out of the business, but the tax man is watching. First employee is going to be the missus.
Yeah, packing all of your orders, making them nice.
But it's not going to have... Actually, let me speak to my mate. Hi, bro. I was literally just with my missus and she was reminding me, possibly. Let me know what you think. That's how quick I like to work. If I get an idea, whether it's mine or yours.
These are really nice, by the way. Sorry.
Talking.
I've shown.
I was saying, this is how quick I like to work. If I get an idea, be it from me or from someone else, boom, get it done straight away. Message whoever you need to message, make the call, sort it. Alright, morning duties, espresso's on the go. I've made my electrolytes. This is the tub, we've gone with the wider tub. Currently not got the scoop that we're going to be using, but the scoop will be a clear scoop, the exact measurement of what you need per serving. It smells unreal. But yeah, electrolytes are in here, so we're hydrating, we're caffeinating. Then I'm actually going to do a little bit of coconut oil pulling quickly, then I need to head up to the gym. These were supposed to be for training, but I'm drinking them before. Post coffee, I'm going to be doing this, which is, if you don't know, I swish coconut oil around your mouth for 5 to 10 minutes. Whitens your teeth, protects you from cavities, reduces the bacteria in your mouth. There's loads of positive benefits, it's all natural as well. Just don't swallow it, make sure when you finish you spit it out into the bin, not down the sink or anything. I'll be honest, I overslept this morning, I've got a load of stuff I need to do. But I'm hoping today, since it's Tuesday, there's no more bank holidays, hopefully people are back at work, I can get some email replies from people and we can get back to business. Let me down this. I'm gonna do a 10k on the treadmill because the weather's not great, and then we'll see what the day's got in store. Quick 11k, started off steady, then picked up the pace. Now I'm just going to do an incline walk for about 30 minutes. I'm absolutely dripping. Alright, back in the hot seat. My place of work is currently right now the kitchen table. We do have an office, but I don't know, it's a bit dark and gloomy in there. I've got some fresh strawberries, picked these up from Lidl. A banana, an espresso, and I've now just got a load of work to do again. Alright, that's 10 rounds done to start a session, and then I'm going to go now and do a bit of upper body weights, even though I was finishing the shadow boxing with dumbbells for the last 3 rounds, just burning my shoulders out. So don't know how the weightlifting is going to go after that. But yeah, when I'm shadow boxing, you get in the flow, get some good tunes on. There's nothing better than that. And it just really makes me itching to fight again. The things that have happened this year seem to have been out of my control. I'm a big believer in not dwelling on that and not letting things that you can't control you. So just got to keep it moving. I'm staying ready. As soon as I come back in June after my little holiday, we'll jump into any fight in the second half of the year. That's the plan. It's now or never. So yeah, feeling fit, feeling sharp still. God, am I massive? I haven't said that before. I just heard back from the manufacturer. There's a few things we need to change on the label. We're going to clarify that. As soon as they get back, I'll send you over the few changes we need to make. Alright, email sent. There's always issues. No, that is a negative affirmation. Do not say that. There's problems and we will all overcome them. Let's get on with the session. Right, yeah, that session was interrupted quite a bit. I had a message from the manufacturers, basically the labels that my designer had done. There's a few things we need to change legally, I think, on the label claims. Yeah, then I also have done a bit of work for a brand, filmed, edited, everything, a video over the weekend, or was it Monday? I think it might be Monday. And they've come back and said it's good. They want me to change like certain things, which would mean me refilming the whole thing. So that really annoyed me, but at the same time, I'm just gonna message back and say, ultimately, when you work with brands, yeah, how I like to think is, I'm the one, I know how my audience perceives the videos I put out. I know what does better and what content aligns with what I believe in and what I normally post, if you see what I mean. So when they come back and say, oh, we want this, this and this, it's a bit like, you ask me to make the content, kind of just let me do my thing and I'll do it how I know is best for my audience. That came across really arrogant. I didn't mean it like that for any brands that are looking to work with me. I just mean that I know what will work and I'm confident that I wouldn't want to post a video on my platform if it was not going to do well. So it's in my best interest to make the video the best I can make it for performance wise. So then in turn, your brand should benefit because I'm going to make a video that's higher performing than if, for example, I follow what they tell me to do. So, but to finish the session off, I did some a lot of like a bit of a pull session, biceps, obviously mandatory abs to finish every single session. But yeah, it was just a little bit interrupted. As I always say, don't go on your phone in your session. The thing is, I was using my phone as the round timer for boxing. So like after I'd done my 10 round shadow boxing, I could see all my messages on there. And at that point, it was too late. Anyway, it is Wednesday, which means Wednesday night at the missus' house. It doesn't actually, she's coming to my house. So I might be cooking tonight. Yeah, a good thing did happen. I'm working with a friend of mine who's doing like the designs and stuff like that. We've been trying to find a particular brand of bottle to bring out, like a glass bottle, different to the ones I've done out before. And we couldn't find it. And then today, literally 10 minutes ago, he messaged me saying that manufacturer messaged him to see if he wanted to buy some, just randomly, which is crazy. Crazy how the universe lines up. But yeah, that means we now know who the manufacturer is and we can order from them. And these bottles are really nice. They are really nice. Glass as well. That's another email. Alright, okay. Emails are all done. Now it's time to make some sourdough eggs. But just on a real, I wanted to say to you guys that, like, you guys, what am I on about? You boys and girls. I was thinking about this on the way back from the gym. You can't complain if your plate is full, if your goal was to eat. So when I've got loads of things going on, business-wise, loads of emails, loads of this, my goal is to be busy, to be making money, to be putting myself out there. All of these things align with my intentions, so I can't complain. Yes, it does get annoying when you've got manufacturers saying, oh, there's problems here, brands are saying, oh, can you do this? That all does get annoying. But as I said, that is my intention and you just got to work around it. Life is just a series of problems every single day. If I woke up and there was nothing bad ever happened, there would be no highs and lows. It'd just be like this. So yeah, once you get the other side of it, you kind of look back and you laugh at it, or it's like, oh yeah, that was fun, or that wasn't fun, but we're here now. So it's all part of the game. Life is quite truly is a game, and I'm playing it. So yeah. All right, enough philosophical talk. Let's go make some sourdough and eggs. Wow, would you look at that for a post-session refuel? 5 scrambled eggs, little sourdough. We currently don't have, I just haven't been bothered to make any homemade sourdough. Toasted, and then I fancied one not toasted, both with salted butter. We've got some pink Himalayan sea salt, of course, and I think we might need a re-up on the espresso for number 4 of the day. Never gets old. Subscribe to the channel, by the way, if you haven't already. Trying to hit 100k this year, smashing out the regular content, but it would mean a lot if you could subscribe. So thank you very much. Boom. All right.
At the missus' house.
Dinner at the Davey household Wednesday night. Notorious.
What is on the menu?
It's barbecue honey chicken thighs. I need to do the glaze actually.
Whoa.
Dessert sorted.
Not before. Not before dinner.
A Sheen haul would be wasted on you lot. No one wants to see that on this YouTube channel, I don't believe. But I'm going to put it on my Snapchat. Here, please. Thank you very much. Continue. Where's the feta cheese? I don't think we've got any. Boom, sorted. Right, feta, beetroot. Barbecue glaze is just barbecue sauces, and I'm going to add some honey in it, bit of salt and pepper, then mix it up with this thing. And then about 30 minutes after cooking the chicken thighs, take them out, put the first coat on, glaze it, put them back in, and do that about 3 times. And then just watch how these turn out. Right, we've got some freshly picked mint from the garden. Mrs. is going to cut that, add that to the beetroot and feta. Why do we keep saying it like that? I swear there's another way to say it. Beetroot. To the beetroot and feta salad
Beetroot.
with some homegrown fresh mint. Oh, look at that. Wednesday night dinner. I'm on the sparkling water vibe. I've discovered sparkling water and I actually really like it. Especially this one, glass bottle as well.
Yeah, I get to give him a rating this evening.
I really like polenta. Should be crispy though. I cut them quite thick and also didn't put them in the oven soon enough.
The
The chicken thighs.
texture's quite
I knew you wouldn't like the texture.
interesting. It tastes, yeah, it's got an unusual taste.
It's not good so far.
No, it is.
You sound like someone who's trying to beat around the bush. Yeah. If I do say so myself. They're not spicy. I didn't add anything spicy. I promise you I didn't add anything spicy. Well, I wouldn't
Yes,
do that.
you did.
No, I wouldn't do that. Not intentionally. Don't...
My mouth's on fire.
Meal ruined.
Yeah. Just
That's a
fun.
score in the bin then. Alright, so what's the score then?
7.5 out of 10.
Do you know what? I'm getting a little spice now. Feeling hot, hot, hot.
Brilliant. Are you actually joking me? Are you actually joking me?
I didn't even realise. I wouldn't have cooked 8 chicken thighs if I knew you didn't like spice. I wouldn't have done that.
Feeling hot, hot, hot. It's great.
So moral of the story, you should cook.
Yeah.
Deal.
Good morning. Happy Thursday. You know what time it is? Oh,
Iced chocolate,
Cheers.
flat white,
Thank you.
and then a 1-shot iced caramel mac. There
Perfect.
you go.
amazing.
You
Thank
too.
you so much.
Thank you.
Look at them. Happy Thursday, everyone. Busy day today for you.
Very busy. I got this.
Yeah,
Quickly go to the gym for the first session of the day.
yeah.
Got a quick meeting, little viewing. Then got a load of stuff to sort with brands and whatever. Got a bit of filming to do. And then I'm off to the boxing gym in the evening. So
Nice. Go smash the day.
Ain't no stopping me. It's a strong going robbery. It's been many on the patch, try to copy me, but you design on your feet just to walk with me. Ain't no stopping me. It's a strong going robbery. They can't do it for me, just to say the least. I'ma get head rent free and I ain't sign a lease. And you know we blow big bags. All in the mall, yeah, we popping them big tags. Make a pro do whiplash. Here we dripping too hard like we leaning on kickstand. Have you ever blew a couple stacks? Forget that, lost 100 racks. Ain't tripping, no, you get it back. I'm the bounce back kid, I invented that. I don't like your energy, so I'm burning up the sage. And I'm burning bridges to fake friends tryna hate. I came in first place, but still showed up later. Tryna couple 2 up like someone laced up the bass. Yeah, someone laced up the bass. And I ain't gonna play, baby girl, I came to slay. Kill 'em all dead, no face, no case. Ain't no party till I walked in and turned out the play.
alright, Thursday morning session complete, upper body session on my muscle building plan. And then I did 30 minutes on the cross trainer, just legs only, and that was actually a cheat code. But a way that I knew my session was good was I could feel my chest bouncing up and down. I felt like I had C cups. So I was obviously getting a lot of blood flow to the chest from that session, which is a win, obviously. Post-session refuel, possibly the worst ever plate of sourdough and eggs I've ever made. The eggs just got stuck. One also cracked on the side. Also, the sourdough is not homemade, it's from Lidl. It's actually not too bad, but it's nowhere near the homemade stuff. Anyway, salted butter on that, some pink Himalayan sea salt, as always. 5 eggs cooked in coconut oil, sourdough as aforementioned.
I just kind of feel as though they're missing that kind of like super premium feel that you feel like you can't get this anywhere else. So it would be a case to kind of taking it that step above with the packaging, basically reordering them just in time, just so that you've always got stock in place. So
yeah, for sure. What you said about the premium feel, that's what I was thinking. They may have changed, but before they didn't have anything like the ones we're looking at here. All right, it's time for session number 2 of the day. We've got the electrolytes. This is actually my second set of electrolytes in a day. Yeah, I'm just itching to punch, so I messaged my amateur boxing coach again and said, can I come down to your gym, get a session in? He was like, yeah, of course. So I'm really looking forward to just punching something or someone.
Hello YouTube.
Everyone knows free. When you're doing that, boom. Yeah, you can either, there's loads of ways you can do it. Boxing, you go rip them in fast, and then slow, or you're open for it. Yeah. And the touch forward as well. Make sure that's on the back foot still. Now just go, yeah. Come on, let's go! Thank you. Good man, good. Yes, how you doing? Looking sharp.
It's been a long time coming. They ain't come for my cloth, they tugging it. Putting up numbers, 99 pounds, and I still kept it 100. Yeah, it's been a long time coming. They ain't come for my cloth, they tugging it. Putting up numbers, 99 pounds, and I still kept it 100. Yeah, who don't play, 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 play. Who don't play, 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 play. Who don't play, 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 play. Who don't play, play, play.
Thank you. Appreciate it. All right. Good solid session at my amateur boxing club. It's always good vibes here, always good, training hard, teaching the young ones some of my tricks. But yeah, always good to get a session in as well. Alright, I'll catch you in a bit. See you later. 9:30, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll be there from 9 though.
Yeah. Alright. I'll let you get on. Thank you very much. See you later. Always. These steps, every time. So much nostalgia. Do you know what? I feel like a Cheshire cat, just smiling. I think it's just my love for the game, and all things said and done, like with what's happened fight-wise and cancellations and just the politics of boxing, management, money, all things considered, I love the game. I love the game. So when you go back to amateurs, the amateurs, you're doing it for the love. You're not doing it for money. You're not doing it for anything else. There's no one trying to like take for money. Just, do you know what I mean? It's all for the love of the game. So yeah, basically, I'm just happy to go back, punch, and just share my love for the game with even the young up and comers and for myself in general. Just moving around. I remember speaking to AJ about this weirdly when he was at my gym in Harlow. He was like, "You've just got to love the game," and I do. It's just the things outside of boxing that sometimes can affect your love for the game. But it's not that. So you need to, or I'm telling myself, I need to kind of differentiate. It's not boxing that can sometimes you fall out of love with it, for example. It's the things outside of boxing, like the more business stuff, which I like business, but not when it comes to boxing. So even Eddie Hearn and the likes of them, they always talk about how boxing is the Wild West in terms of business. So yeah, anyway, long story short, it's just good to be back. Good to be punching and just kind of finding my love where I first found it. It's almost like going back to your first love, which was boxing for me. So, till I met the missus. Alright, good morning. Happy Friday, if that's even saying it. People say it's definitely not. Long like roast. Yes, please. whilst that's on, this morning, what was it time now? It's 9:30. I was actually meant to be training at the gym local to me with some guy that was at the boxing gym yesterday. He was like, oh, we train at the same gym. He was like, oh, do you want to come train with me? I was like, yeah. Woke up to a notification on my phone, Mercedes app, saying that my rear left tyre is flat. So I'm gonna have this, and then I've got a few things to sort. Basically, I've just got to go get that fixed. Hopefully that doesn't cost a bomb. I just got 4 new tyres for like 600 quid. Alright, the guys just said I had a screw in my tyre, so that was the issue. So we're just getting that fixed, and then what? I think to stop narrating the day. An old man just walked past in great spirits. He was like, morning. I said, morning. He said, lovely day. I was like, yeah, it is. And he had loads of coats on and jumpers and everything. So I said to him, you must be roasting. He said, oh, it's got pockets. I was like, oh. What relevance has that got? Obviously, I didn't say that to him. I just started laughing. Maybe he misheard me, but that did make me chuckle. He is right, though. It is a nice day. The guys that were fixing my tyre, apparently their machine broke my tyre. It just needed a little repair. So they ended up giving me a whole brand new tyre for free. So, very appreciative of that. That is a good win to start the day. Alright, little pickup. I also have something else at the door. I'm actually going to be cooking today, believe it or not. I'm going to be making a bolognese. I said to the missus, we've got some mince in the fridge. We got some beef and pork mince, which is the best thing for cooking bolognese with. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to get my cooking skills back out. It's been a while. They've been on reserve for many years. Do you know what? Now I just like cooking eggs, steak, cake. Oh, no, I don't cook cake, but do you know what I mean? I don't really like to put effort into cooking, but now I've actually got a bit of time for the next couple of hours. So I'm going to be cooking up. I've got carrots, celery, got some onions in there. Make that up, cook that up, put some garlic in, maybe a little bit of tomato puree, maybe not. Do that, cook the mince, drain the mince so it's not all watery, put that in there, put the passata in, and then just let it sit for like 3 hours. Or red wine as well, or I might use some vinegar, like balsamic vinegar. Yeah, anyway, I'll have to show you guys how it turns out. I also bought these, I don't know why I'm doing like a little shopping haul, but I also bought these amaretto biscuits. So nice with coffee, so I've now got like a good month's supply. I'll have a couple of these with every coffee I have. Boom. Tried it again and I didn't really like it, so we'll go with mango. Business in between sets. That's how we do. Yeah, so legs have written off. Mango flavour is confirmed. Hopefully get a production date or launch date. Production date meaning when I get all the electrolytes to my house. Then I'll make a launch date from that. So you may know, you may not. Either way, if you don't know, follow me on Instagram, Frankie_Davey, and you'll know all the updates as soon as they happen on there. Anyway, time to go cook a spaghetti bolognese. Might even crack open a little glass of red wine whilst I'm cooking it. That's what my dad always does, so I'm gonna follow in the footsteps of Big Kev. Shout out to that man. Right, if there's any problems, I'll let you know, but I think for now that should be fine. But wait. I'm convinced this bolognese doesn't want me to make it. I'm just procrastinating so much. I've got all the ingredients up. The time is now 4:15 PM. I said I was going to make it at like midday. I ended up going to my missus' house, went to the gym. I've come back from the gym. I've done some work on my laptop. Someone just signed up to my mentorship as well, so I've got to book a call with him. But I've said, bro, we've got a bolognese to make. So, yeah, if you do want to join my personal mentorship to help you grow your personal brand, you don't have to be a boxer, you don't even have to be an athlete. I've got a few people on there that are into finance and things like that. Exploded their accounts almost instantly just from doing tips that I've told them to do and building, scaling to eventually monetize and start earning money from wherever you are using your face, basically. Alright boys and girls, believe it or not, we have finally got the spaghetti bolognese on the go, or the bolognese anyway. The neighbours just came and dropped chocolate cake off for me. That is a result, and I don't think the bolognese burned in the process. But yeah, as I was saying, sorry I got a little bit distracted, but I mean, it was worthwhile. I did get some chocolate cake out of it. The bolognese, look at this. So now I'm just gonna let that simmer and cook down for at least an hour, maybe even 2 or 3 hours. I've got the lid on, or I did. I'll leave the lid on like that and just let that cook for a bit. Did add a little bit of red wine into it too. This red wine was actually the one I bought on my birthday, and it's been sat in my room for ages and I haven't opened it, and I thought, part of me didn't want to open it because it's almost become like a special bottle now. I bought it on my birthday and I said I won't drink it until after my fight. Didn't have the fight. So yeah, I was like, do I, don't I? But it tastes really nice so far, so hopefully that's made the difference. Red wine, bolognese, chocolate cake. It's going to be a great evening. Happy Friday. Finito. Oh. Yeah, I sent him the revised things, which I thought I sent him the other day, and I did. And I asked for his feedback, but he hasn't given me it. With this brand, mandatory, for me, it's almost like a way of passively, and it's not about the money. For me, I'm passionate. I really want to build this. I've been doing it for like 10 months. But it is also a way of having something that you can just let run, and I can focus on that without having to be posting all the time.
For sure.
Obviously, posting will lead to sales and this and that, but the idea is get the brand to a point where it kind of runs itself.
Yeah, for sure.
I do remember that, because I even said like we could just have the product right on the front, like buy now, and just that's it. Yeah.
I think I kind of went into a similar thing where it starts off as 3 months, and then it then starts to become more and more serious.
Yeah. Alright, that meeting was so long. It was like 2 hours. But we're at the final hurdle of launching the brand, hopefully. Literally just finalising. I mean, I say final, there's a lot to sort. But yeah, we're at like the final stages. Sorting packaging, sorting the email marketing, sorting a few other things just like that. But yeah, it's all coming together. I'm getting excited now. But the only thing is, I'm going away end of June. I've mentioned this loads of time. So I just want to try and get them out before then. Otherwise, you guys got to wait for like another 2 or 3 weeks for when I get back, which I don't want to do. I want to start getting the orders out quickly. So hold on, let me put this in a bit. But yeah, that's basically where we're at. But it's all exciting. Anyway, time to go out for a run. The sun is shining. Look at this. So, time to go for a topless run, I think. I would take you guys with me, but this camera's quite delicate and I don't fancy holding that for 10 or 12 kilometers, to be honest. So, cut to me, all sweaty, post-run. All right, 10k complete. I took my top off after literally the first kilometer because it is roasting. It's UV5. I actually did 10k in 45 minutes, 26 seconds, which I think is the fastest one I've done outside since I bought these new shoes. And again, I must stress, I started off, I was like, no, I'm going to go easy, because my mindset is, I was actually speaking to my amateur coach about this the other day. When I first started running, I used to bomb it straight away from my house door and then wonder why I hated running. Within 3 kilometers, I'm absolutely knackered. That's not sustainable for boxing. It's not sustainable for your heart, really, for fitness wise. Some runs should be fast, some runs should be kind of zone 2 steady. This was a bit of both. Started off zone 2, picked up a little bit when there's the hills. Sometimes when I'm like, let's push this. Other times I'm like, listen, it's a steady run, let's relax. So considering 45 minutes, and it actually started off, and it was pretty much an easy run. The last 3k I was actually quite tired, so I was just plodding it. And yeah, I'm happy with that. I am happy with that. What is with like the post-session reviews? Every session I do, I'll give you all a review of how it went. But yeah, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel down there or up here, wherever it is. Subscribe to the channel, please. It does mean a lot.
All right, and on that note, that's another week in my life. Thank you very much for watching. If you do want to get the electrolytes first, the link is in the description to sign up to the waiting list. So as soon as we launch, you will know. Anyway, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next video.